Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of And One. With me today, I got Jordan Ode, one of the rising stars in the 2025 class. Welcome, welcome, Jordan. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good.
And then let's have you introduce yourself. I'm sure a lot of people know who you are, but we'll have you introduce yourself for them.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Jordan. I'm in the class of 2025 and I'm a combo guard.
There we go. And so we'll start right at the beginning. When did you first start playing basketball?
I started playing basketball, I think it was in first grade. I started playing with, do you know who Addie Bell and Lexi Hannah are? Yep,
Mhm.
I started playing with them in house league and then we've kind of worked our way all the way up.
There you go. Did it take to it right away? Was it kind of something you had to like grow into, or did you kind of love it right off the bat?
I would say I kind of loved it right off the bat. I really loved the competitiveness that I got from it and I played a bunch of other sports, but that one was really the one that I stuck to.
I was gonna say, what made basketball stand out from other sports kind of as the one?
Oh, that was the one I liked practicing the most. I played soccer, I did gymnastics only for a little bit, but soccer I played through I think 5th grade, but I just didn't love practicing it. And basketball was something I loved practicing on my own with other people.
I can vouch. I've seen Jordan at Lifetime Fitness, and she's still going by the time I'm done for a half hour. So I can vouch she does practice coach. So,
Yeah.
and then, so last year was kind of you took a starting role as a freshman for Maple Grove. Would you say how would you say you grew the most as a player from the beginning of the season to the end of the season last year?
I would say definitely playing under control and playing with pace, but not out of control. Starting the season, I thought I definitely was still fitting in, trying to find my role, trying to find that role on the team. And by the end, I was a lot more comfortable. I found what I needed to do. I was a big defensive player. Then on the offensive end, I kind of did whatever the team needed. If they needed a scorer, if they needed a slasher, that kind of thing.
Did you have a welcome to varsity moment, like in a certain game or a practice or something where you're kind of like, okay, this is varsity basketball?
Back in 8th grade, when Coach Cook really got on me about, I think it was help defense. I was not good at help defense. And he was like, Jordan, you need to play help defense. I was like, okay, this is different from JV. I need to do that.
There you go. And so
Yeah.
coming into this year, you're coming off a really strong AAU season. How would you describe how your summer went? Kind of highs, lows, kind of improvements? How would you describe the summer with the Fury?
Yeah, I would say my summer went really well. I thought our team also played really great together, and that was really, really big, especially when we were able to move the ball. It really helped me as a player. And also being able to play off the ball and on the ball a little bit more was helpful in transforming my game into what it is today.
You and Addie Mack were kind of the speed demons for 2025 group. What was it like playing with someone like that, like Addie Mack and kind of like you guys bouncing off each other, kind of passes, scoring off each other? What was that like?
It was so great to play with someone who played the same style as me. She loved defense. I love defense. That was great. And then when she was able to push the ball up the floor and I was able to run the floor or vice versa, that was so fun.
That has to be a coach's dream hearing that you love defense. What about defense do you feel? How do you like what makes you like love that side of the basketball and how you want to affect that side of the game?
I think just not a lot of people like it and not a lot of people want to work on it. So when you get into a game and these offensive players are like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to like break her down," and you're good at defense, it really changes the way the game is played and the pace of the game. You're controlling it more than they are, and that's really fun.
I like that. You're controlling it from the defensive side. You're enforcing your will. I like that.
Yeah.
So coming into this year, I think Maple Grove might be a sleeper for some people because you guys are very deep. You have a lot of pieces. What has you most looking forward to the upcoming high school season?
Same as what you're saying. We're really, really deep. And I think if we move the ball as well as we did last year, we are going to be really, really good.
Who are some of the players that you think people need to make sure, besides you, of course, that they need to be watching on Maple Grove this year?
I would say Kennedy Click, Claire Stern, obviously, and then Kate Holmquist is going to be really big for our team this year. She's a really, really great shooter, and she'll be a great asset to our team.
I like that. I don't know if we have a full schedule yet. Do you have a game or a kind of a matchup that you're most looking forward to in the upcoming season?
Roseville. We need a rematch with Roseville section championship. We need that.
Not even a hesitation. You're like, payback's coming. Okay.
Yep.
So when it comes to that, is the goal ultimately state or is it kind of we do game by game, we get better as we go, we take care of the little things and the big things will take care of themselves?
Yeah, I think really game by game, but our ultimate goal is to get to state. I mean, last year we came so close and we just fell so short. But taking it game by game, I think will take us to the state championship, hopefully.
What would it mean for you to make state kind of, and even as a sophomore, you have kind of a leadership role as one of the lead guards for Maple Grove. What would it mean for you to make it there this year?
I mean, it would mean so much to me, especially considering last year. I think just the whole team, it would mean a ton. We did so much preparation and we'll do the same this year just to get even better. And that'll be really, really fun.
So then we'll kind of talk about you more as a player. Is there NBA, WNBA player that you model your game after that you enjoy, I would say, guys watching?
Yeah, so this year, especially watching Kalia Copper for the Sky was really, really fun. Just because she attacks the basket just like me, she shoots it just like me. But the way she slashes the basket, I think is just insane. And that's kind of what I want to model my game after.
Long
And
and
then,
lanky and on defense, kind of
yep,
describe you.
yeah. And then NBA players, I really want to model my game after, and I think I do. It's hard for NBA, but like Kyrie Irving is really great. Steph Curry, those kind of people is what I want to play my game like.
The Curry, I mean, that's just you have to start shooting from about half court and work your way in.
I know, I know.
If you're doing the Curry, that's just where you got to start from there. And hey, I mean, and with the fear, you have Zubich, who basically shoots from the parking lot. So there's
Yep.
someone to kind of just start shooting with her, and you can get there. And
Yeah.
how about, either AAU or high school, you played with great players both ways. Who are some of the best players you've gotten a chance to play with?
Kennedy Click for sure. A lot of my Maple Grove teammates have been really, really great. Claire Stern, Audrey Corman just committed to New Jersey Institute of Technology, really great. And then for Fury, Addie Mack, Keegan McVicker, Autumn McCall, but all of them were really fun.
And we talked about the 2025 class. I've described it. I think you guys are one of the deeper classes we have since the 22. The 22s were kind of that really deep class, kind of. How would you describe your class overall?
I think we're really deep and I think we're really good. Just, I mean, Aaliyah Crump, super good. Kendall McGee, really, really good. And then just going down the list, I think we're so deep.
You stopped it yourself. We have you number 3. Come on, man.
I know, but just, I know.
So with rising up, and we said kind of that rising star, you kind of, rocketed up on people's radars this last summer. I'm guessing that comes with some recruiting a little bit. Do you find recruiting stressful, exciting, a little bit of both? How do you like manage that?
I mean, all these colleges having interest in me is so great, and getting the feedback from them after every game that they go to watch is so great because that means I can just improve my game even more. It does become a little bit stressful just with the amount of calls I'm doing, but most of the time it's just fun and getting to know all of the different coaches.
So with all these colleges, what are some of your non-negotiables that like these when I'm looking at a school, it needs to check these boxes before I'm going to consider going there?
I would say definitely relatively close to home. It doesn't have to be, probably Midwest is kind of what I'm looking at because I want my family to come watch me play and that kind of thing. And then relationship with the team, relationship with the coaches, and then knowing my role. If they want me to play a position that I'm not super comfortable playing, I want to be kind of a 1-2, maybe a 3 guard. That's kind of what I'm looking for in a college.
I like that. And so, is there we talk about NBA and WNBA. Do you have any college players that you kind of enjoy watching the most, kind of like seeing, kind of model your game after, or anything of that nature, or just any one that you're fans of?
Yeah, this is going to be kind of obvious, but Paige Beckers and Caitlin Clark are really my 2 favorites that I love watching.
I mean, two great players. I mean, come on. I mean, speaking of shooting from half court, I mean,
Yeah.
Paige is out this year, but we still probably get 2 more years of her. Clark's gonna terrorize the Big Ten. So I mean, I don't think she comes to the barn this year, but Big Ten tournaments in town. So I'd say those are 2 pretty safe bets.
Yeah.
So we thought you took a visit down to Iowa. What was that like getting to kind of meet her, getting to kind of pick her brain? What was that like?
It was so fun. She's such a fun player to watch, and her energy in practice is so funny. I don't know, she just loves the game so much, and it's so fun to watch her play. And then I didn't really get to talk to her a ton about game, but I think I definitely will if I go back down there ever, just because she's so great. And I'd really want to know how she extended her range that far while keeping good form and that kind of thing.
And in quick too. I mean, she gets that like that on a dribble, and I'm like,
Yeah.
holy cow. So how would what is something maybe someone doesn't know about you as a basketball player, like a skill set that what is something that maybe someone doesn't know about you as a player just from maybe watching?
I would say I get I don't think people know how quick I am until they're guarding me, and then I will go past them and they're like, "Oh, there she goes." But that is one thing I think is underrated for my game. And then also, I mean, defense. No one really thinks of that when they think of a player, and that's really what I love to do.
I can vouch. I've tried tweeting during your games, and I'm missing a lot of things by tweeting one tweet because Jordan. I'm like, you're at one court. I'm like, oh, she's down there. I'm like, I am missing stuff trying to tweet. So I've had to up my tweet game during live games with Jordan on the court. So I can vouch for that quickness. So let's go off the court a little bit. When you're not playing basketball, not at Lifetime refining your skills, where can people find you? What are something Jordan likes to do?
Yeah, well, I love running. That's kind of one of my favorite things to do. I was on the cross country team this year. I kind of decided to focus on basketball, but I still do run on my own. Lifting, that's a big thing too. I love lifting. I like pushing myself in that way. And then reading, I really like reading. That's one of my favorite things to do. Baking, hanging out with my family, and playing games.
What's one of the best things you've read lately?
Ooh, right now I'm reading Twilight. That's pretty good so far.
That was big, like when I was in high school and stuff, that was like just coming out right before the movies. So everyone was reading that. That was a
Yeah.
little, I mean, that was a big book. So I'm like, so maybe I should take it up now. But and then what would be what do you have like any hidden talents people don't know of, anything of that nature off the court or anything? Anything that would surprise
Ooh.
people?
Um, Hidden talents. I'm really good at Mario Kart. I
I
play that
know
with my family. Yeah.
that's got oh, you're taking dad out in Mario Kart? Okay.
Yep.
I'll remember that next time I see dad. We have to talk about Mario
Oh
Kart.
yeah. Yep.
So does dad still play one-on-one at Lifetime, or is he kind of like retired? He's like, I'll let her do her stuff. I don't want to.
He still does, but he plays the bully ball game. He likes to back me down, get me to the rim, old man game. He loves, yep.
See, my suggestion is just pull the chair when he's backing up, just
I know.
and then boom, and then you're like, travel. You
Yeah.
fell, travel. Well, we will give you some of your day back. I want to say thank you for doing this. We'll end it with this. Jordan Odie will have a successful career if what happens in high school or AAU?
I would say I'll go to high school. I will have a successful career if I would say if my teammates pick me up and we play together. That is a really, really big thing, I think, for everyone to have a successful season. If we're able to share the ball, because we don't need a big score. We don't really need that. We've got all the talent in the world. If we just share it, we will go so far.
I like it. Well, I will be at your games. I live about 5 minutes away from you guys, so I'll be at a lot of the Maple Grove games. I'm very excited. I think you guys are having I think you guys are set up for a fantastic season. I think a lot of people need to wake up because they're sleeping on you. Maple Grove is going to catch them. So, thank you for this morning. I look forward to your season. Good luck. You have healthy season, good productive season. I can't wait to watch you. Have a great one.
Thank you so much.
Bye.